What if Omori from Omori were in Smash Ultimate? Well, I'm your host, Obi Almighty, and I'll be presenting my custom-made moveset for Omori in Smash. For those who don't know, Omori is from the hit game Omori, an RPG psychological horror game about a boy named Omori who's conquering his past traumas. The world around him changes as such happens, and a lot of chaos ensues. But that's about it. Why don't we get into the actual moveset? Much like the base game of Omori, these emotions change Omori's gameplay. When Omori's happy, he has a ridiculously high attack stat, but it's only on smash attacks, so you better land those. When Omori's angry, he has a generally high attack on all moves, but his defense is lower. When Omori's sad, his attack is the same, but his defense and weight both drastically increase. However, when sad, Omori cannot dash. He can only walk. And when neutral, he just goes back to normal. Omori's taunts actually play a key role in his emotion gameplay, so we'll be discussing those first. Not only does he have a unique left and right taunt, but his taunts are going to be his main way of changing emotions. For his right taunt, Omori opens a present box and gets smacked upside the head by a boxing glove. This makes him angry. For his left taunt, Omori gets hit by a stray basketball, which makes him sad. For his up taunt, Omori does a goofy pose and Aubrey cheers him on, which makes him happy. But for his down taunt, something starts watching Omori again, and he's under so much pressure that he becomes neutral. So starting off, we have Omori's jab, and it's his signature stab. Omori just lunges forward with his knife, nothing crazy. Oh, and it instantly breaks shields when sad. For his forward tilt, Omori basically gets the light bulb from white space and swings it at you by the cable. It has a pretty decent range, doesn't do that much damage though. For up tilt, Omori puffs up Marie's picnic blanket. Now, this up tilt can actually hit you from pretty far away, so you better be careful. For down tilt, Omori stomps the ground. That's about it. It also leaves a shockwave when he's angry. Now for dash attack, this is when things get a little weird. So for dash attack, Omori trips, but he trips himself instead of the enemy. When he falls, he slides a bit. He becomes sad on whiff if he doesn't hit anyone. If he trips while happy, he slides double the distance. If he trips while angry, he leaves a shockwave behind. And quick side note, yeah, I drew it myself. Yeah, I know, it's beautiful. Now praise me. Now for the smash attacks. For up smash, Omori digs into the ground and rips out the ladder leading to Otherworld. It has extremely comically long vertical range and can hit you literally from the top blast zone. For side smash, Omori charges up his mailbox from Aubrey and then slams it onto the ground, leaving a shockwave, and the shockwave is even larger when he's angry. For down smash, Omori squats down as something starts writhing in his arms. Then something erupts from both his arms and rips his torso completely open. Not only does this move have enormous coverage, but it also does 10% recoil damage to Omori himself. Now for the aerials, we get really wacky. For neutral air, something just engulfs Omori entirely, leaving this huge, nasty conglomerate of pitch black tentacles wherever he falls. For up air, Omori actually does the follow-up for Kel's attack. He kicks Kel's balls. The distance that the balls are kicked is doubled when Omori's happy. For forward air, you got Body Pillow. Omori gets a Slime Sister Body Pillow and swings it at you. That's about it. And it's a spike, guaranteed spike. For back air, something erupts from Omori again, tearing him open again, also doing more recoil damage to him. It has a pretty big coverage and pretty big disjoint as well. All the something attacks are disjoints. For down air, we have attack again. For this one, Omori does his attack again follow-up, where he descends rapidly and just slashes blindly at everything beneath him. As soon as you do down air, he continues slashing until he hits the ground. Also, he does bonus shield damage with this move when he's sad. For the grabs and throws, Omori uses the red hands. For neutral grab, as in just regular grabbing animation, he just chokes you with the red hands. For forward throw, he just ejects the hand forward and you get sent flying. For back throw, the hands just pivot backward and like sling backward like a slingshot, sending you backward. For up throw, Omori sticks his hands into the ground and they erupt like a volcano into numerous hands, and those shoot you upwards. And for down throw, the red hands vanish, but something appears and crushes the enemy into the ground. And if you crush another Omori, you force them to become neutral for 10 seconds. Next up, we have Omori's specials. Now, Omori's neutral special is follow-up. For this one, Omori calls each of his friends one by one in order to do something. So first he calls Aubrey. Aubrey just slams her her mailbox down, and that attack bypasses shields when she's angry. Next, he calls Kel to kick some balls. The balls track enemies when they're happy. Next, Omori calls our best boy Hiro. Hiro gives him a cookie, it heals 10%, but if Omori's sad, it heals 25% and Omori becomes happy. For side special, Omori uses Hack Away. Omori just hacks away blindly while dashing forward for an indiscriminate amount of time. Omori charges faster when he's happy and does more shield damage when he's sad. For his up special, we have the red hands. Basically for red hands, if Omori's grounded, he'll use multiple hands to launch himself upward, and if he's aerial, then he'll just use it like a tether grab to grab ledge. For his down special, we have jacks. For jacks, Omori just throws down a bunch of jacks. They slow down the enemy and they deal a little damage, but they don't make you flinch. Omori can throw 2 sets of jacks at a time, and yes, they can be thrown off stage, but they will do very minimal damage. Now, as far as ultimate attacks go, we all know the most iconic ultimate attack in Omori, and that's Kel Nuke. For Kel Nuke, Omori and his friends just juice up Kel with a bunch of speed boosting stats, then Kel just flexes and uses a run and gun. If you use this final smash, Omori instantly wins the game and it triggers windscreen number 2. And speaking of windscreens, the windscreens of Omori are quite depressing. The first windscreen, Omori slowly turns around as he sees something staring back at him. This scene can only be triggered by winning while under an emotion. For the second scene, the power of friendship animation plays. Omori and his friends all jump up in excitement as they prepare to attack. This scene can only be triggered when winning while under an emotion. For the third, someone resembling Omori wakes up in a hospital, alone, in silence. There's no announcer, there's no Omori wins text. It's just a boy waking up in dead silence. This scene can only be triggered by winning while neutral. So, one last time as a quick summary, let's go over Omori's attributes. For his strengths, he has a short size, which makes him harder to hit, very adaptable moveset, very great shield damage, especially when he's sad, a tether recovery, which is basically a free recovery, and a handful of disjoints to make up for his stubby range. On the bad side, though, for his weaknesses, He has stubby range outside of his laggy smash attacks. He can't change emotions mid-air since he can only change by taunting. He has really bad out of shield options, basically none. He has no double jump outside of happy, and the recoil damage on said disjoint keeps him from spamming them the whole time. Hey guys, post-editing, post-drawing, post-talking Obi here. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, this was a long video. Took me basically almost a month to make this moveset because I was so riddled with perfectionism. Yeah, it's a really fun moveset. I just had a lot of fun drawing it, really. It was nice. And, well, thanks. Thanks. That's really all I can say. Thanks if you made it this far. And on that note, also tell me what you think about it. Tell me what you think I did right, what you think I did wrong, what you would have changed, what your favorite thing was, what your least favorite thing was. Tell me all that. I mean, if you even made it this far in the video, So, yeah, make sure you guys check out my Twitter, I guess, because that's where I posted like the whole update timeline of this moveset. And check out more of my channel. I do a lot of drawing. Been doing drawing for a while. I'm probably gonna make more videos like these, so be on the lookout. And that's all for now. I'm just gonna fade away. Also, now that I've made this whole video, I think I've earned the right to say, please like and subscribe.